cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe that.
Oh, there's the ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position.
Now, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Nixon. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, what a cut! He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage.
Takes it the other way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Need. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Wegman. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Snagged out of the air. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. It's picked off, and that's number 10. turns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. On play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Nestled just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half.
UCF 10, Houston 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Flips it out on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Will not. There, a fourth down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. open his quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the sweet feet. Touchdown, Cougars. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Give to the big fullback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Houston offense comes onto the field.
It's a turnover on downs.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. And he's dragged down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit.
Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Houston going up tempo.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to keep it in the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
I love the confidence this coach has in his young kicker to trot him out there and try to tie the game up with under a minute to go. And the kid's got tremendous leg talent, just couldn't execute that field goal.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never